Okay, well, happy Monday. It looks like I've got at least Amanda and Sam and TJ on the phone. Is anybody else there that I just can't see?
I'm here, Christine.
Emery's here.
I'm sorry, it doesn't show anything now. Oh, Emery, hi. So when you say something, I guess it does pop your screen on for a sec. But
Yeah, and Christine's here.
All right, great. Nice to see you, hear you, at least hear you. So most of you, I imagine if you're already on the call live, then you've probably already seen or started or finished your Chapter 1 test. I know some of you have. I've seen your test results come in, so awesome job, people. It's going a little bit easier than you thought it would, right?
Oh yeah, I did so much better than I thought I would.
Good. Yay.
Same. Yeah.
Sometimes build these fears up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it helped to go over it so many times with you, and even though we got them all wrong on Saturday, it seemed like they sunk in.
Yeah, I think you have to get things wrong at least once to learn how to learn it. So don't beat yourself up, and you might do better than you think you will. So that's the good thing about it. I think it's like maybe half-ish of you have taken it, so we're getting through the class. I don't think it would be very fair to review it on this call because then half of you will have gotten more review, and so just re-watch the previous videos if you are wanting more review, or go to those YouTube videos. Amanda, did you listen to those other ones that I sent links to? Yeah, I think they were pretty good.
I did. Thank you. Yes, they were good. Some of the information, like you said, we didn't know or wasn't really necessary, but it was very good. I watched both.
Good. Yeah, I thought they were interesting.
They were very interesting.
So my massage geek. Yeah, good.
I like it.
All right. Yay. Well, good. I do have channels on YouTube where I've got like playlists of things I like, different topics, and including all of the subjects that we go through in school. So at least general categories. So on this one, I put those 2 videos in my beginner stuff playlist. And then if you guys want links to those at some point, you can ask, or at the very end, I'll send you links and say, like, this is everything we watched in class and maybe some other things. So
Great.
Eventually I'll share that list with you automatically, but if you want it, I can send it earlier. I just love how many resources we have access to in the wide web of amazing stuff. So we can learn about modalities or techniques any old time, any old place, as long as we have the internet access. So good stuff. So what we will talk about today is some other stuff for this week and some review of anatomy, movement, stuff like that. So what we are going to start doing this week is pathology reports. But I'm not going to do it the same way I normally do for the rest of the chapters. For this first chapter, I'm just going to have each of you talk about a concept from the chapter. So we're talking about pathology chapter 1, and I will have an assignment that I'll put in today about this project, but I just want you to take a topic, and I'm going to give a list of those so you can pick your list, your topic with me, that we'll talk about, and then you'll be responsible for just kind of gathering the info about that subject. And so say, for example, it's metastasis. So if your concept is this concept, this word, then you'll be responsible for explaining what that is to your classmates, just to give a little, 5-minute video, or you can write about it if you prefer written reports. You can do your own style with this, but it has to just be informative so that you can kind of teach to your classmates what that concept means. So it'll help them stick it in their mind a little bit easier. So that's the idea. Hi. And this is the kind of stuff I look for on a path report. I'm going to read it to you. So when I'm grading a pathology report, I'm looking for the content. What is the relevance to massage? And is it thorough? Is that what you've presented to us? Thorough, and is it relevant to the topic? So what we're trying to get at, is it thorough, relevant, and how does it relate to massage? I want to make sure you cover that stuff. So that's 10 points. And then the visual aid is 10 points. So you can either have some kind of picture that you make, or, you know, I don't want you to just print off a picture from the internet and that's your picture, but maybe you can make art about it, or you can create some kind of chart, or create a PowerPoint presentation, or something creative, interpretive dance, right? So use your imagination and come up with some kind of visual aid to help us understand it. Maybe a demonstration of some kind of technique if you find something like that. That would be an interesting massage-related thing. So depending on the subject, your neatness and whether it's done on time, all that stuff is included in the visual aid, another 10 points. And then the miscellaneous category, this is worth 5 points. This is like your delivery, how you did, your attitude, your appearance. It's kind of a more subjective category, but it's just to get those polishing off points that are an extra 5 points. So the total will be 25 points that it's worth. Okay. It'll be fun, don't worry. It's a little bit of work, but it's kind of fun to make them, and then fun to see everybody's and helps you really learn stuff. Christine's got helpers really getting her ready for school. Wow. Okay.
Can I be a pain in the butt and ask what the
Sure.
first few it was thorough, relevant to massage.
Relevancy, and whether massage is covered or not.
Okay.
Or how it's relevant to massage as well. So relevancy to learning about the pathology is your stuff that you're presenting relevant to that, and how does it relate to massage? So you just conflated the two relevancies, and that's why it seemed like only two things. You got it. So that's what we'll talk about first. I will give some, I'll make a list of the terms I want to give you to choose from, and then I'll probably call each of you somehow or another today, one-on-one, to pick out which your topic is going to be. So I'm going to go in reverse alphabetical order. Some of you who have like Welsh, you're probably used to not being the first chosen for things, but you're going to be the first, and I'll go up the list. So that's how we'll do that. And then that will be due at the end of the week. So you can post it in the group post or in the group chat to share your report with everybody. Okay. And then mark it turned in when you turn it in. That's the other part of that. That's important. All right. And then the last part of our call is going to be, well, before we do that, I'm going to preview with you another assignment that's not due yet, but it's going to be due at the end of the 9 weeks for this class. So it's going to be an anatomy and physiology project, which is a blood flow through the heart diagram. So I just want you to know about it. It's going to be worth 100 points. It's a bigger project, kind of the same amount as a test. And so you might want to start thinking about it in the back of your mind, what kind of media you like to use. If you're a clay person or a paint person or a, I don't know, cross-stitching person, or what's your medium. So you're going to be doing some kind of project that will show blood flow through the heart. Like which direction does it go? Where is it oxygenated? Where is it not oxygenated? And labeling all the parts. So that's the basic gist of it. I'll post it soon, and then it won't be due until the end of this first 9 weeks. But just to get you thinking and anticipating, that's going to be the bigger project for the end of A&P, number 1. We have A&P next module also, but for the first one. Okay. And for the other thing, that is going to be your attendance. Oh, my network says it's lost.
I can hear and see you.
Yeah, me too.
I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, I can see you all again. I'm back. If I ever left, I don't know. So the other thing I have ready for you soon is I've done a couple videos. I'm going to edit a little bit and then send them. One of them is your attendance for tomorrow. Today is going to be taking your test, logging in. If I've seen that you've logged in today, at least looked at your test, or if you've already taken it, I know you've been here and done work, so your attendance is counted that way for today. But tomorrow, I'm going to assign an attendance project that is going to be about balancing your left and your right sides. So all of us usually have our dominant hand. I know mine is my right hand. So I'm used to doing most tasks with my right hand, and it's the one that kind of gets tired more quickly because it gets used more and more likely to hurt my shoulder on the right side because I'm doing the same repetitive motion on that side. My wrist might be more tired after writing a lot. So my right side is more like a magnet for injury because I'm using it the most. My left side gets like the easy stuff, gets to hold the lighter thing. It doesn't have to open doorknobs. So my left hand, it gets a different treatment, right? So I want you to start thinking about something that will have to become important to you in massage therapy, which is using your sides more equally. So if you're doing this technique on your client, you're standing on the client's left side and you're doing some kind of fancy moves on their back with your right hand, when you get onto the other side of that table and you're working on their left side, you want to be able to do the same thing on each side of the body. So it's balancing out for them, feels equal, and it's balancing out for you. So you're not having to twist your body in some unnatural, uncomfortable position. You're going to do the same thing with the other side, or maybe even improve it if you realize, oh, my posture wasn't that great on this side. I'm going to think about it more consciously. So you're going to want to be able to do that. And so one thing I like to do to just get you kick-started in thinking that way is about writing something with your left hand. It's like going back to grade school, really early grade school. It might feel frustrating at first, but I want you to feel your feelings with that. Just take it as slow as you need to. You might want to write out a nice alphabet with your right hand so you can practice it with your left hand. The way you see it written all nice and neat at the top. You could write just the alphabet. You could a limerick. You could write, some kind of sentence a few times. Just do like a sheet of, at least 2 or 3 repetitions of writing something with your left hand. Just feel what it feels like. And then I want you to write about that in your palpation journal. So that is a different kind of palpation, but it's about learning your left side of your hands having balance, or your right, depending on what your dominant hand is. And then also it involves using the other side of your brain to do that work. So it's kind of a cross hemisphere activity too, which is good for your brain. So it's a little stretch instead of just doing Qigong or whatever yoga stretches. Ooh, pop my back, that felt good. Instead of just doing physical stretching, you're going to stretch your brain by trying left-handed or right-handed, non-dominant hand writing exercise. So you can share a picture of that if you want to. I made a little time-lapse video, so I'm going to edit mine real quick, and then I'll post today. And then I'll post later on a video I made yesterday of doing a massage for Eric on the bed, so I can show like how you could make your own, house into a place where you could massage a family member. So it's a Thai style massage integrated with some Swedish movements. So some of the moves might be a little harder to figure out from just watching it, but you can probably figure it out. Or if you want me to talk you through a specific move, just let me know. And then a lot of it's easy to follow along with as you watch because it's basic stuff. You're just using your body weight and pressing down on the body and moving around. So you'll be able to see it in the video here. Hopefully I'll get it in by tonight so you can watch it soon. And then once I have that in, that will likely be another assignment. So you'll be practicing that on somebody or something like it. If you don't feel comfortable doing all of that stuff, just doing what you can kind of imitate from yourself at home, if you can. Tia, I know yours is going to be more modified than even that. So yours might just be, having your partner lay near the edge of the bed so you can lean against them and then do some hands and feet, stuff like that, and then have them go to the other side of the bed so you can use your weight and press down on that side and then do something on that side. So you might have a way different modification due to your condition, but it will be fun anyway, I'm sure. And I'm sure your volunteers will probably thank you for it afterwards. So it should be a good project. All right. Does anybody have any questions about anything that I've said so far? No? 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 All right.
What-
Let's see, 3.
I have a question. What
What's
was the diagram that you said that you were going to eventually let us know that we were going to have to do?
A diagram?
Yes, you said on the.
Oh, you
the
mean
blood-
like the project of the heart? Yeah, so blood flow through the heart is the end of the module project for anatomy and physiology. So you're going to be documenting where the blood flows, like which pathway it takes through the heart, and which parts of it are oxygenated blood, which are non-oxygenated blood, and then the parts will be lit. So that could be a poster, it could be clay, it could be some kind of art project. It's up to you how your creative juices will come up with something, but that's the gist of what I want to see at the end of the module. So to do in week 9.
Okay.
Awesome, good questions. Does anybody else have anything? All right, well, I'm still getting used to these, but I think I could do some screen sharing Qigong or Tai Chi with you and have these let me walk further away from the camera. So let's try it. I'm going to take my phone outside so that I don't disrupt Eric's work. But I'll try to do screen share. I just watched this really nice video yesterday from a Qigong instructor. I think she was out in California. But we watched a lot of videos, or we watched a video of her in the last class during Module 4 because she teaches she does a flow for balancing out the elements that teaches you like all of these really important correlations for different modalities, Chinese meridians, and what fusion goes with them, what emotion goes with them, all these different things that are correlated with each other in Chinese medicine. So I really liked that one, but then I saw that she posted a new video, and I watched it, and it has this nice Hopi Indian quote about basically coming through a situation like what we're in with our COVID-19 stuff. So, pardon me. Let me see if I can share it with you and share audio. That's the challenge that I don't know if I can do. Let's see. Share video? Share screen. Maybe if I share video, it will that way. Okay, that might not work, but that's interesting. I'm learning something here. That's at least how I could record a lecture and then show it to you. Recorded, okay, cool. But for now, it's gonna have to be, nope, you know what?